The aperture of awareness can focus in the finite and open up into the infinite. Yet it is still the same one who is experiencing the finite or the infinite, and that is the self. And that is ultimately also all of this, even when the aperture is seemingly focused in on a very finite experience. It is still consciousness. Consciousness individuated, let's say, or that sense of the individual perceived, or consciousness in its broadest perspective. I would call that pure consciousness. It is still consciousness, whether it is mixed into the feeling of the individual, the small self, or it is what would be the rested back into the open awareness of pure consciousness. We are all of that experience, whether it's from the widest to the smallest in experience. They are not separate experiences. Like I said, it's an aperture or a spectrum of experiencing. To see ourselves in the fullness of what is possible, let's say. In some ways, we have to see the ground first. To recognize that I am that minute aperture, that focal point, it helps to be able to see the broadest perspective as well. Otherwise, you can get lost into the focal point. And that's what the separate self is. It's being lost to our widest nature, our purest nature, our most fundamental nature. So that's why people say, well, why is this important? I've had people ask me those questions before. Why is it important to recognize your nature? Because without that recognition, it's like you're going from one wave to the other, to the other, to the other, and it gets exhausting. When you recognize you're the ocean, there's where all the waves are contained within that. All the focal points are contained within that then. You see the wholeness of it all. When you see the wholeness of it all, it's like none of the finite experiences touch the sides. They're all contained. They're all met within that then.